Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at Walt Disney World. We're here covering the 2025 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. I'm Alfonso McCree, and today we have on Field 19 Cedar Stars Academy Elite 64 11B from New Jersey taking on Team Chicago 11 Boys Elite 64. This is a 14 under boys game, and we are underway. We've got Team Chicago in the blue, and the Cedar Stars are in the white. This is the second game of the day on this field. We had one at 7:30. This one's starting at 9:30. So the field has already been broken in, you could say. It is 84 degrees right now at kickoff down there in Kissimmee, Florida, on the campus of the Walt Disney World Resort. It's only going to get warmer as the day continues to go along. Into the box, but dealt with pretty easily. For those of you not familiar with ESPN's Wide World of Sports campus here in Orlando, Florida, this is the same place where the 2020 NBA playoffs took place in that bubble. LeBron James won championship number 4, his first with the Los Angeles Lakers. That took place right here on this campus. This is also the same campus that the MLS is Back tournament was held back in July and August of 2020, marking the return of the MLS after it paused due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Featured all 26 MLS teams. And is now housing a tournament of this magnitude. So just logistically, extremely impressive stuff that we're seeing here at this campus once again, as they continue to set the standard for large-scale sporting events. That one is fired towards the opposite end. No offside flags, so we play along. Into the box. And that one's going to go way wide right, wide left, I should say, of the net. Cedar Stars, located in South Hackensack, New Jersey. And these broadcasts are very enjoyable because you do get the opportunity to hear the coaches on the sideline actively coaching their players. You can hear what they're saying to them, the direction that they're giving. It's not something you get from your everyday broadcast of soccer on major networks or streaming platforms. That is one element that United States youth soccer broadcast brings to the table. Here comes Cedar Stars looking to mount their own attack. Team Chicago's put a little bit of pressure on Cedar Stars Academy thus far, but obviously we still remain tied at 0. And we got a goal kick coming in. Or rather, I should say a corner kick coming in. It goes over the head of everybody. No one had a chance at that one. You could probably hear it is a very windy day out there in Kissimmee. That's going to affect a lot of these passes as the teams attempt to clear the ball out of their zones. Very dangerous situation there for Cedar Stars, but they are able to get it out. Now racing towards the other end. A struggle for the ball. Advantage Team Chicago. They take possession. Again, this is field 19. There's a lot of games going on simultaneously at the moment. And there will be games happening all the way through the 27th this Sunday. A pass inside and a great defensive stop. Make things easier on the goalie there. Those are the type of defensemen that a goalie is going to want to buy dinner for. As these passes get closer and closer to the net, hand-eye coordination becomes such a huge factor. I should say foot-eye coordination, same concept. Being able to locate the ball in midair and direct it where you need it to go, whether you're on the offensive side or defensive side, is going to be so imperative. And both defenses have been given a lot to think about so far. And we're only about 9.5 in. And again, as I mentioned, it is a warm day out there. Mid-80s. Not a lot of clouds in the sky at this particular moment in time. Let's see what we're looking at here. It's a throw-in. And off of Team Chicago, looks like there'll be another throw-in. So another factor here that might seem small, but you know, it's definitely going to end up playing a factor at some point. The absence of ball boys. As you can see, the players going to get retrieve their own balls when they go out of play. That definitely matters, especially when you start approaching the end of the game and perhaps it's a tight game and you know, time really matters. Every second matters that you can preserve. You know, a ball boy usually saves that kind of time when they're around the field doing their job, but that's not going to be the case today. Also, just from a fatigue standpoint, you know, when the ball boy goes and retrieves the ball for you, that's energy you're not having to exude. But again, that's not going to be on the table in this circumstance. So that's just something to keep an eye on. These are well-conditioned athletes, but, you know, you're running up and down the field for 80 minutes. Can eventually lead to instances where you're trying to conserve as much as you can, and when you don't have that option, it could potentially have an effect. And that's going to be a foul. You could kind of hear that collision. Free kick from a long distance. Goes right to Team Chicago. Great triangle play there. A good through pass to work it into the box, but an even better defensive play to knock it right back out. Now Team Chicago with the counter strike. Oh, and a nice physical defensive play. That's going to get your bench fired up right there. Using the body to throw the winger off of the ball. Into the box, cut off. Again, we're seeing great play from this defensive back line of Cedar Stars. They play physical, instinctual. And looks like we're going to have a timeout here. So I did mention fatigue could play a factor. We're only a quarter of the way through here. A little under a quarter of the way through, and we're already taking our first timeout. It's very hot. Orlando, Florida gets very, very hot. The humidity in Florida is very different than what you're going to experience in the Northeast and the Midwest. So hydration is going to be a key factor. And again, the substitutions are going to be a key factor too. The one thing that the 14 and unders have working for them is that you get unlimited substitutions. 15 through 19 do not have unlimited substitutions. In fact, they can only substitute 7 players per game. And it looks like we're going to make some of those substitutions now. At least for Cedar Stars, it looks like there's going to be 4 new players coming in. as we get ready to come out of this timeout. The temperature is only going to continue to rise as well as we continue to go along. It'll be 2 degrees hotter by the time this game is over. Right now it's 85. It's going to jump up to 87. So again, these are things that these teams have to think about. They have to manage. Good on-ball defense, not allowing him to get vertical. On a nice pass in. Can the goalie get there before he can, though? Yes, he does. Long kick to the other side, and the goalie comes out a long way. He's got to get rid of that and get back into position, and he does. The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex covers 220 acres of land. It's located within the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida, so the same spot as Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and all the beautiful hotels that Walt Disney World has to offer. It's all located in the same place. The complex provides practice and game facilities while players and staff stay in designated Disney World hotels. Just continue to speak on how impressive this facility is. It's also the same facility that hosts the practices and the weekly activities for the NFL's Pro Bowl. Of course, the Pro Bowl game is played at Camping World Stadium, which is about a 30-minute drive from this facility. But there are other activities that are engaged in throughout the week, including dodgeball, the quarterback accuracy competition, the running back skills competition, et cetera, et cetera. All of that is housed right here at ESPN Wide World of Sports. So free kick is coming in. This one looks like a pretty good one. It's headed out. Still in a dangerous position, though, but here comes Team Chicago on the counter strike. If they can get some movement going, get some numbers, they can come swing the other way. They choose to take things a little bit slow. We've yet to see one of those truly take your breath away shots on goal. Backlines have been heading everything away, kicking everything away, being very physical once it gets into that attacking third area, and they haven't been allowing clear shots at their goalies. Now, there are a few clouds in the sky. And as you can see, it's creating some shade that these players could benefit from. And that is headed up into the air, but dies quickly. Looks like for Cedar Stars, we're going to have another substitution, so that'll make it 5 for them. Again, no need to keep count necessarily because there's unlimited subs, but it's just an interesting little nugget to pay attention to. And one thing that definitely impresses me about these players is their ability to distinguish the different sounds that they're hearing while they're on the field. Think about everything that you have to listen to, your teammates, your coaches that are talking you through certain things. But then your field is also so close to the other fields that you can hear the referees' whistles from the other fields, and the ability to discern which whistle is coming from your field as opposed to the other fields is actually a very impressive thing that maybe we wouldn't pay too much attention to, as that's blocked away as well. And there we go again with the defensive back line. That anticipation, the instinctual movement that we're seeing is preventing a lot of bad situations for their goaltender, to where he's not having to work so hard to keep the ball out of the net because the defensive back line is doing their job. They're causing deflections. They're decreasing the amount of power and acceleration behind these shots because they're getting their foot in the way, or they're getting their body in the way, or they're simply bumping the ball handler off of the ball. So we can see that one resulted in a foul, but it's been consistent physicality from both sides, but especially from Cedar Stars, as Team Chicago has really been getting the ball into that attacking third. However, once they get it there, that's about as close as they're getting to doing anything dangerous with it. That's whipped into the box, and it's wide right. An opportunity there for the striker to probably put one in the back of the net, but he just missed it. He couldn't get his foot to it. Great effort, diving with that right foot, sliding in, trying to get the spike on the ball and direct it into the net. Now we got a free kick incoming. Got some elevation on it, but a little bit too much elevation and not enough power. But all's well that ends well. Team Chicago has kept possession, but Cedar is swarming the ball right now, trying to take that possession. Look at the physical play that we're seeing. Now the refs are calling fouls, so they're not seemingly pulling out the yellow cards too quickly, which is a great thing. It's allowed both sides to play. Both sides are playing the same brand of soccer. And the 4-on-1 attempt there, that was just a bad situation. And then, well, the right winger had the ball, and then he just seemed to have slipped on it. Lost his own footing. There was no defensive pressure necessarily that caused that. He just slipped and fell on the ball, and now Team Chicago in a dangerous position, but they couldn't find a way to get a shot on goal. We got about 10 minutes left here in this first half of play. Pass didn't have a lot of power on it, and they pay the price. And now there's a battle. 2-on-1 here. Cedar Stars not at the advantage. Team Chicago gets the ball back. Now another opportunity for Team Chicago. Can they actually get a shot on goal? Working. Defensive line is staying in front. Goaltender, wow, he knocked it just right. My goodness. Creative ball handling in the attacking third nearly led to a 1-0 score here right before the end of the first half. Still got a few minutes left, but those are the types of attempts that are really going to put the pressure on the defense. It looks like they had a play that they wanted to run there, but the pass was offline. Because of that, they have to reset, which gives advantage to Cedar Stars, and they take full advantage of that. More physical play. The coach is calling for a foul, but the ref's allowing them to play because, as I said, both of them are playing the same brand of soccer. Now, the Cedar Stars midfielder was getting a little handsy there, so something could have been called, but nothing was called. And again, I don't mind that. You're allowing the guys to play. You're allowing them to play a physical brand. And they're trying not to call anything unless it's really that egregious. It looks like they're going to take another water break here before the end of the first half. Again, it's a very hot day out here. In fact, this actually looks like it is the end of the first half. Okay, so here we are, the end of the first half. And we're tied at 0. So with that, we'll be back for the second half. Let's take a look at some of our this half is starting with a bit of tug of war at the midfield line. Possession going back and forth. Again, more physical play, a lot of bumping. You got to think these guys are only 14. How much better are they going to be? How much stronger are they going to be? They all appear to be very, very strong, very fit. A great defensive play there. Again, nobody can establish position. Nobody's able to get into the attacking third on either side of the midfield line. Now Cedar Stars with an opportunity. That was a great two-man exchange there. Who they going to call that out on? It's going to be out on Team Chicago. So we've got a corner kick now for Cedar Stars Academy. It's nice and high, but Team Chicago finds it. Trying to clear it. Can't do so yet. Cedar Stars with an opportunity. Chicago clears it. Cedar Stars keeping up the attack, keeping up the pressure, sharing the ball, whip back into the zone. And the goaltender will calm things down. Oh, what a pass! What a pass! What an opportunity! It's in! It's in! Team Chicago takes the lead. What an incredible pass that was. The airtime on that pass was phenomenal. Wow, that was unbelievable. Team Chicago breaks through. Cedar Stars on their heels now. That was a perfect pass. Wow, that possession from Team Chicago. They set that up perfectly. And the run was timed perfectly as well. Just an unbelievable play all around, from defenseman to wing. And Cedar Stars, oh, they came just a couple of feet from tying the game. Oh, and now we got a bit of a jailbreak because these opportunities are looking better and better. That was Cedar Stars' best one that they've had so far. Now both defenses on their heels, and Cedar Stars ramping up the intensity, playing with an even greater sense of urgency than before. Now they find themselves trailing. We're going to have a substitution. Cedar Stars making another change. Man, I still can't get over that goal from Team Chicago. That pass was absolutely tremendous, going over the head of the Cedar Stars defenseman. He tried to stop it with the right leg, but he just couldn't get to it in time. And all of a sudden, here comes a striker just ready to collect on what was a wonderful lofting pass. So unfortunately for Cedar Stars, that corner kick doesn't result in anything. Again, a missed opportunity that they just had, but with that intensity, they'll create some more. The issue is, will Team Chicago also create some more of those types of opportunities? And they already have the advantage. Well, that ball looks like it went off of somebody's face. Everybody seems to be okay. Again, the wind is blowing heavily. I got more substitutions coming for Cedar Stars and one. An opportunity for Chicago! And another goal! The lead is doubled. It's 2-0 off of some great passing, some great vision, and a wonderful through pass. And Cedar Stars is really feeling it now. So what does this do to the mental of Cedar Stars? They were doing so well at maintaining attacking opportunities in the first half, not necessarily cashing in on them, obviously, by the score, but they were doing a decent enough job getting the ball into dangerous areas. And obviously, Team Chicago and their defensive back line were being very stingy, not allowing much, but neither was Cedar Stars. But now we have a situation here where they found themselves on the wrong side of a 2-0 game. Are they mentally able to maintain their focus in this game? We've seen that more substitutions coming. That would explain the delay. Oh, that's definitely going to be a foul. And a yellow card is given. Not for the foul, but for the activity afterwards. Got to keep your composure. That was certainly a foul in my eyes. And again, the refs have given a lot of leniency today to allow them to just play the game and bring that physicality, but that was one of the rare times today where it went a little bit too far. Now on that occasion, the dragging down of another player, that's going to get the whistle every time. Ball comes in and knocked immediately back out. Cedar Stars on a counterattack. Can it be cleared out? No, it stays in the attacking zone. It stays in, and it's knocked past the goal line by Team Chicago. Cedar Stars will have themselves a corner. Corner incoming. Chicago tries to clear away. Still ping-ponging. But here they come on the counterattack. And they've got numbers. Now it's a 3-on-3 and a weak pass. Still fighting for possession. And just once again, not able to get enough power on that pass to get it through. There's opportunities there, though, to create some dangerous opportunities. Just have to get more power on those passes. It looks like it's going to go their way anyway. They're able to move this around the box. The shot goes way north of the crossbar. And looks like we got our first water break here in the second half. So bear with us momentarily. We'll be right back after this hydration break. And here we are. Against a 2-0 game in favor of Team Chicago 11. And the offside flag is going to go up here. Honestly, considering how many of those passes that they've made, for that to be the first time the offside flag goes up is very impressive. And now perhaps the physical style of play is starting to catch up to Cedar Stars. I mean, they were certainly setting the tone throughout this game. Once that first goal was scored, though, the physicality started becoming less effective, and In some cases, it would seem more harmful to their cause as far as when it comes to winning this game. There's been more fouls called. Now, there also has been more aggression. At first, it seemed to be calculated physicality on the part of Cedar Stars, but perhaps frustration playing a role in the approach to the game. It's understandable. That could have been a nice pass if it had more power on it. There was an opportunity there to kind of sneak in a little bit and maybe get a shot on goal that wouldn't have been expected. And an amazing job. Wow, what a pass. An amazing job clearing that ball by the defenseman. And almost resulted in another scoring chance for Team Chicago. Has officially reached that 87-degree mark that I was mentioning earlier at the top of this game. Oh, look at the ball handling in the midfield. My goodness. That was impressive. And a great through pass to set up an opportunity. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? They call that top bins. Over the outreaching hand of the goaltender in the perfect spot, right under the crossbar. And it's a 3-0 lead for Team Chicago 11. Are you kidding me? It all started with that creativity with the dribble in the midfield, and then a great through pass to a wide open left winger. And then that left winger working it inside across the defender and putting the ball in the perfect spot right over the hand of the goaltender for a 3-0 lead. And this second half has been a completely different story than the first. Of course, the first half featured no scoring whatsoever. This second half has seen Team Chicago cashing in on all their opportunities that they've been presented. substitution for Cedar Stars. Again, we're going to see a lot of activity at this facility for the remainder of the day. We still have 2 more windows of games today after this one is done. We've got 11:30 and we've got 1:30. This game, of course, following what was a 7:30 time window. So a lot of games being played here. A free kick opportunity for Cedar Stars. Now, does he take a shot at the goal, or do they try to set something up here? At this point, in order to come back in this game, they need goals fast, so they might take a shot at the goal. He does, and it's wide left. Cedar Stars trying to keep up the pressure, which they haven't done a bad job of doing, actually, throughout the duration of this game. It's just that Team Chicago's counter-striking has been so phenomenal. They really thrive with those long passes, which makes it difficult to commit too many men to your attack because you're afraid of getting bit on the other end of the field. But that's what quality passing creates for you. It creates hesitancy in the offense. Another corner kick here. That one's headed away. Now, just keeping up with the weather reports for today, there have been what looks like some storms that could be on their way in towards the afternoon portion of the day. That should not affect this game, however. But if you have friends or loved ones playing on any other games in these upcoming time windows that I mentioned, could have an effect on their games, so it's something to keep an eye on. Again, the ball handling, top tier from this side. And another great pass. Are you kidding? Another opportunity. And that's going to be, where are they going to call that one? Was he in the box yet when that foul was committed? Looks like it's just going to be another free kick from the looks of things. I guess that's kind of smart that when you think about it from a defensive standpoint. You had three options there with his positioning. You let him take a shot on goal, which would probably result in 4-0. Could have waited until he got to the box and tried to trip him, and that would have resulted in a penalty kick, which, again, likely results in 4-0. But then you commit the foul outside of the penalty box to set up a free kick, which is no guarantee. Overall, good recovery move by the defender, in my opinion, and here it comes. And it's over the crossbar, so great choice there by the defender. But that'll do it. 3-0 is our final score here. Team Chicago 11 takes this one by a score of 3-0.